I'm doing Depth vs. Herd, entertainment, pop culture, things like that. This here is from Giant Freaking Robot. It's called Exclusive Sleepy Hollow 2. Tim Burton wants to make sequel with Johnny Depp. And their bottom headline is if Tim Burton has his way, he'll soon be directing Sleepy Hollow 2 with Johnny Depp in the lead. So, sounds pretty interesting to me. Let's see what they got. Ichabod Crane may have one adventure left in him. According to our trusted and proven sources, filmmaker Tim Burton wants to make Sleepy Hollow 2, and he wants the controversial Johnny Depp back in the lead role. We still gotta say Johnny's controversial? Okay. There's no word on whether or not he's looking to get Christina Ricci back in the role of Katrina Van Tassel, but considering her involvement in Netflix's Wednesday, it would be a surprise. Excuse me, it wouldn't be a surprise. Okay, well, I'm not super concerned about her. I'm not invested in this, gotta admit, but I'd like to see Johnny in the role. Of course, wanting a thing and getting a thing are two different animals, and it isn't too difficult to identify some hurdles right away. Chief among the challenges Burton will face in making a Sleepy Hollow 2 with Johnny Depp or anyone else is the fact that Paramount is already looking to reboot the story with Lindsay Beer writing and directing the film. Our sources report could be an indication either that Burton is looking to muscle Beer out and himself in, or some other development has slammed the brakes on Paramount's reboot. I don't know who she is, I know who he is, and I've liked a lot of his stuff in the past, and he's definitely a unique director. So I'd hope, based on my limited knowledge, that Burton actually goes through with this and not this other person, whoever she is. They also say something about the source material becoming public. Not sure exactly what that's got to do with anything, so I'm not super concerned. I guess the main point they're saying is he would have to make it through Paramount or with their permission. They also say it's something like Thor, where it's like this mythical figure, and the copyrights are, I guess, kind of unclear. I guess like copywriting Santa Claus or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or something like that, just some big famous tale. The other most obvious hurdle in making Sleepy Hollow 2 with Johnny Depp is coming up with some kind of story. The first film ends with Crane breaking the curse that kept the Headless Horseman Christopher Walken doing the bidding of Lady Mary Van Tassel, who he drags with him as he returns to Hell. With the issue of the Horseman resolved, what is there for Ichabod Crane to do? Well, I'll be honest, I don't care so much. I just want to see Johnny in a movie like this, something famous, doing more and more in the film industry. So, make something up, Tim. I'm all cool with whatever happens to be it. It could be that Sleepy Hollow 2 would see Crane remain in the big city investigating a new supernatural threat there, like the early 19th century Fox Mulder. Yeah, sure, great. Turn of the century. Johnny Depp comes back. He's a little older. He's doing something else, not fighting the Headless Horseman. All good. Get it going. And they end with this. Should Tim Burton succeed in getting Sleepy Hollow 2 greenlit along with roping in Johnny Depp, sadly, most of the cast of the original will be absent. Richard Griffiths, Michael Gow, and Christopher Lee have all since passed away, and Michael Gambon is dealing with serious health issues, including memory loss. Christopher Lee is absolutely awesome, a great actor from Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, but the main thing here is Johnny coming back into the movie, which would be kind of like fitting a piece back in the puzzle. Johnny gets these allegations against him, he loses jobs and franchises, so it would be nice to see him come back in one. Even though not the biggest, best one of all, it's still something he was in, and something that would be nice if he continued in. And it seems like a fun character role, everyone can see it, everyone's type of movie. Like Minamata for me wasn't exactly the best theme, this is just, all fun. And just to note, Giant Freaking Robot wrote a pretty positive article about Johnny. They didn't mention anything. They didn't mention the case. They called Johnny controversial, so okay, I gotta admit, it's kind of true for certain people in the general public, in the middle. Alright, I get it. But aside from that, pretty positive all in all. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Do you want to see Johnny Depp in Sleepy Hollow 2? Just kidding, I know you do. I ask anyway because YouTubers just like ask that kind of stuff at the end. They ask some silly question they know the answer to. But if you don't want to see Johnny Depp in Sleepy Hollow 2, that's what I want to know. Not sure why you're still watching and what you're thinking right now. Because I'm sure a lot of us here, like 99.999%, want to see Johnny back in Sleepy Hollow. And if you don't subscribe here, and if you're not subscribed here, I'll be sad about it. But I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time.